Hey guys, it's Byron here and welcome to Byron's Reviews. Once again I am joined by Reese, who's becoming a very regular guest on this show. And today we're actually talking about a game this time, which is Bust-A-Move 4 on the PlayStation 1. We haven't played any of the previous Bust-A-Move games, so take that into account. So we're basically just going to look at this game as it is. And this is a game that I'm sure most of you guys would have played before in some shape or form.
Bubble Bobble was the arcade game it was based off, then Puzzle Bobble was the name of this game in Japan.
Basically, you shoot coloured bubbles in different directions up to the top of the screen, and when you have three different bubbles of the same colour that match, they disappear. And more bubbles keep coming down towards you, and you have to try and get rid of all the bubbles before they fill up the whole of your screen. This game has a lot of game modes. It has a story mode, which we haven't beaten. We tried to today. We were playing it for probably about 1.5 hours or something.
Yeah.
And we got quite far, I think. I'm not sure how long the story mode is. But yeah, we were enjoying it. There are some very nicely designed levels. Maybe the difficulty maybe that could be a bit more of a clear increase in difficulty as it goes on. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I also enjoyed there was this mechanic in the game called like a pulley system, where there'd be like two sets of colours balanced, and if there was more on one side, that would drop and the other would lift up. So you had to balance firing blindly at one, and to maybe make the other one like be easier to hit. I think it was a pretty cool mechanic. During the story mode, me and Byron only played like halfway through it.
Yeah.
And we wanted to save the game in case, we wanted to play it again. And we found that you just could not save it. I mean, I don't think there was even an option to quit the story mode. Which just seems a bit odd.
And there's no reason it can't be there, because this is a PlayStation game. The PlayStation has memory cards and other modes in the game saved, so why can't this one? But while the story mode is a great mode, I think this game is most fun just with multiplayer.
Yeah, because the story mode is good, but it sort of has like an unnecessarily complex story, and obviously you're playing this game for multiplayer because that is sort of how the game is designed for.
Yeah, I agree. And as well as that, there's a mode where you can create your own stages, which I think is really cool. And this game is just great because it has lots of content, and if you enjoy puzzle games, I'm sure that this game will keep you busy for quite a few hours actually, because there's a hell of a lot to do in it.
Multiplayer, you play the game as you would normally would, and you can choose the difficulty beforehand.
Yeah, that's a good thing we need to talk about actually, because there are kind of 5 difficulties settings, and you can choose a different difficulty than the person you're playing against. So if somebody's not quite as good as the game as the other person they're playing against, they can have kind of, I guess, a bit of a handicap, which is great in the multiplayer. But in the story mode, there's a similar thing. When you die at a stage, it makes it easier for you by giving you a direction where the bubbles can fire. Yeah, and I don't think it fits as well in the story mode.
Yeah, it shows, like in most of these sort of games, there's like a dotted line that shows exactly where your ball's going to go. But if you failed it even once, then the game shows you it. But it seems to more fit as like a power up or something like that. The game does have a very like typical Japanesey style.
Yeah, it's very cutesy Japanese, isn't it?
Yeah, like each of the stages look very nice. The different colours are very vibrant, although some colours are a bit too similar, especially in the story modes.
Yeah, there's like a grey and a silver colour that look very similar, and I was getting them mixed up all the time. But the graphics are really pleasing overall, and I do like them. But about like the music and the sound effects, the music is very good actually, and it's very catchy, but repetitive at the same time.
Yeah, because it seems to have like about the same 2 or 3 soundtracks that it plays, so you don't really get much variance no matter what kind of stage you're in. So if you play the game for like about an hour or 2, which is sort of standard multiplayer time on a game, you do tend to get a bit bored with the music and it starts to grate a little bit.
Yeah, and there were lots of different characters in this game that play slightly differently. I think, well, in the multiplayer mode, once you can kind of send different colours balls over to the other player's side, and depending on your character, the things you send across are different. And back to the point of music and sound effects, some of the sound that these characters make get so annoying because they play over and over again.
Yeah,
and the biggest example is, do you want to tell him?
Yeah, it's Devlon. Devlon's sort of like a black sort of dragonling thing, but he has like some of the most annoying lines in the game because he repeats them exactly the same as exactly every time like you do something well or you fail.
An example of an annoying sound he makes: Ayonga!
Ayunga!
Basically, as you'd expect from most puzzle games, this is a very simple premise, which is a good thing, because it's a game pretty much anybody can pick up and know how to play, and have a really fun time with. I think as far as puzzle games go, this is a very, very solid one that you can honestly have hours of fun with, I think.
Yeah, it has a sort of multiplayer quality similar to that of Warrow's Woods, if any of you guys have played that. I know I played that with you a few times, haven't we, Byron? It's, the multiplayer mode is very similar to that, and it can get really fun and addictive, and if you want a multiplayer puzzle game for the PS1, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, exactly. And this game is only, well, I got it for £2, so honestly, it's well worth a price like that.
Yeah, I'd be happy like paying like 10 quid or something like that for a game with that much content in.
I would, so yeah, highly recommend if you like puzzle games. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Reese also has a YouTube channel, Games of Reference. I'll put a link to it in the description. We've done a collab over there a while ago.
Yeah, we did a video called Modern Gaming versus Retro Gaming. I do a lot more scripted, like explanatory content than Byron does on his channel.
Yeah, ours is a bit, well, my channel's a lot more improvised.
Yeah, and on there is also a lot more, a few more videos than just me talking about different topics in gaming. So if that interests you, come check it out.
Yeah, and we plan to do some more videos together on his channel in the future. So honestly, I highly recommend checking his channel out. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Ayonga! Oh my god, that's going in. That is going in.